Hello, I just wanted to make a video to show you when you get your Asenia Andreas in the living material, how to set that up. Now the box that I'm going to be showing is a large flat rate box of worms. We do not sell that as of yet. Yours will be a medium-sized box, but it will all be the same. So when you first get your box, one thing you're going to notice is that box is going to be very wet. It's probably going to be looking like it's falling apart, and it's going to worry you until you get it open. But don't worry about that. The boxes are corrugated cardboard, so you can actually use those in your worm bin. So the first thing I'm going to do is tear off, well, I'm going to take the tape off the box, but I'm going to tear this box up as I go, because a lot of times in this corrugated, the worms will get stuck in there. And as you can see, the Postal Service reboxed this box, which is wonderful on their part. And as you can see, there's a worm right here. So I'm just going to continue to tear this box up. Same thing here, we got worms inside the corrugated. No problem. This material is really wet because it is being shipped in the material that they're used to being in. So rather than to try to get every worm off, you're better off to just tear up your cardboard and feed it to the worms. It's absolutely okay. The next thing you're going to do is you're just going to pour this out into your worm bin. Now, I'm going to take off this tape. I'm going to continue to tear up this cardboard, even though this one's pretty dry. If I can't get that label off, it's no big deal. They'll eat through it. And then as you can see, I'm just going to continue to tear. Take off that tape. And keep ripping my box. Now you can make it as big, as small as you want. It really doesn't matter. The worms are going to work through it eventually. So I just tend to make it big and not worry about the sizes. So you obviously you can, if you don't want the cardboard in your bin, is just make sure you check each layer very carefully, because as you can see, you're going to wind up missing a lot of baby worms in that cardboard. So I'm just going to keep tearing it up. And this is what you wind up with. Living material is the material that they're used to being in, along with worms, which are from wisp up to adults, cocoons, castings. You get a little bit of everything in it. And all you're going to do is disperse these out. Now I've got 2 boxes here, and this is a big mortar tray. So I'm going to open up both of my boxes to put in this bin. And show you again, I just do the same thing. When I get this in there, I'm going to get a close-up shot for you so that you can see what we are doing. Let me let you get a real close-up shot of this living material here. I'm still learning how to use this phone, y'all. But anyway, as you can see, there is lots of worms in this material. Now, I have gotten these already, and I have taken this and did the downward migration. If you want to count your worms, you can. Just make sure that you're counting all of them, the wisp and everything, because we do know there's a minimum of 1,400 worms in here. But look at all these worms, and look how healthy they are, even though they have been shipped here into southeast Georgia, and our humidity is about 100%. So that's the other great thing about being able to sell these, is because they are in their on material, therefore they are hydrated, there's food, there's everything they need inside this box for them to survive, which is really better than shipping pounds of worms in dry peat moss, in my opinion. But we do not use this kind of material because we are, you know, raising worms, and theirs is a totally different system than ours. But, you know, it's got me thinking. The thing is, when you go to harvest from this kind of material, starting out anyway, like if I had this in my bed and I wanted to harvest, it would be very hard to get the worms out of this material. I would have to let this dry out some, and, you know, I'm not real sure that's what I would want to do. So there you go. I just wanted to show you, this is literally all you have to do. And then in about 2 to 3 days, you can come back in here and start feeding them your food scraps, your worm chow, whatever. Just know that you don't have to overdo it, because they still have plenty of food in this material that they're used to being in. And that is it. So hopefully I have explained this. I'm going to tear up this box, being that it's fairly dry, and actually run that one through my shredder. But yeah, just make sure you're not getting rid of this box, because you're going to see there are worms throughout all that corrugated, and you would lose all of those worms if you throw out the box. Now, you can put it on the top like this, and the worms would eventually crawl off, and you could come back and take it out if you like, but it just gives them more food, more bedding. So, you know, I'm just going to leave mine in there, and you guys do whatever, you know, is working for you. So anyway, until next time, you guys have a wonderful day. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.